Hello, good afternoon. My name's Will Perry. Welcome to a moody, cloudy, was slightly miserable Twickenham. He's saying hello, we're working, we'll speak to him in a minute. The sun is coming out. The England team, well, they arrived about 5 to 1. They're a little bit early. We are basically going to take you here through for this first kickoff for the first QBE International. For the first one, we're going to be here every week, taking you through all the games, and we're going to be your eyes, your ears around Twickenham. Going to show you everything behind the scenes. If you've already been to Twickenham, you'll have a good idea of what's going on here. 85,000 people will be in that stadium in what, an hour and 15 minutes time. We're going to take you up to 2 o'clock, so half an hour before kickoff. We're still waiting for the All Blacks bus to arrive. What happens is it comes down the road just over to my left down here. It comes right up to the game at the front with the Lions, which you probably can't see from here. England, as I said, arrived at 5 to 1, led out by their captain, Chris Robshaw. A huge cheer from the England fans waiting outside here. A lot of New Zealand fans in as well. Of course, a big day, isn't it, for a lot of players. A lot of the Bath players in there. 5 players in that starting 15, including Samesa Rokoduguni. He was on the front line in Afghanistan only a couple of years ago. He's going to be on the front line against the greatest team in the world, the All Blacks, in, 45... well, more than that, 45 minutes time. Let me just take you through this England team. You can see it on the screen here for us. Of course, a lot of debuts in there as well. Mike Brown starting at 15 for England. Samesa Rokoduguni on the wing. Brad Barrett at outside centre with Carl Eastman at 12 inside of him. On the other wing, Johnny May. Owen Farrell keeping his place at 10 with Danny Kerr at number 9. And the forwards, Joe Marler is at prop, with sandwiched in between Dylan Hartley and David Wilson. Dave Atwood and Courtney Laws are the second rows, with Tom Wood, flanker, and captain Chris Robshaw, who we saw leading the team into Twickenham, England, in the dressing room as we speak, with Billy Vunipola at number 8. And as I say, we're still waiting for that All Blacks team. And when we do, we'll get a shot over my shoulder, and we're going to go and have a chat with lots of the fans as well. Lots going on outside of Twickenham in this build-up to kick-off. Let's go and have a little wander. Raoul, our expert cameraman, is here. We're going to go wandering through the crowd and see who we can find. So over to my left over here, you've got this big, which a lot of the England players have been doing some interviews in the week. We just saw James Haskell up there. He's not in the squad. He's not even playing for Wasps today, but they've done lots of pre-recorded interviews. And you can see it's a little bit better, the weather now, because it has been wet. We've been hiding behind us in the Guinness there. On the subject of the Guinness tent. You guys are...
Thank you.
You don't need to go back to the bar for what, 10, 15 minutes?
No, definitely not.
Enjoy the game. Raoul, come through here. So this is the road I was telling you about, where the team is going to arrive. The All Blacks team is going to arrive imminently. It should have been here sort of 5-10 minutes after the England team, but we're still waiting for them. And England, as we're talking now, in the dressing room, getting those shirts on, getting ready to go out onto the pitch in, I'll get the time right this time, an hour and 10 minutes. There's a scoreboard over there. I don't know if Raoul can pick it out for us, above that man's pint of Guinness, which says England 0, New Zealand 0. I think a lot of the England fans would take that, wouldn't they, at full time? Not quite sure it's going to end like that. Remember, New Zealand are on a hugely impressive run. At the last 5 tests against England, they've won 4 of them, and we remember that one back in December 2012 when England managed to win it. Let's go over here, Raoul. This is an interesting group of people I want to have a chat to. There's a whole load of Prince Harrys who haven't done their hair this morning. Let's have a little wander over here. What have we got here? I'm going to come and have a chat with you. You're the what?
Flameheads. Flameheads.
I just said you look like Prince Harry, who hasn't done his hair this morning. Explain. You look like you can explain.
I can't explain a thing. I am clearly captain. We are the Flameheads. We travel everywhere throughout the world supporting England. Wherever there's an England game, England International, we will be there in some shape or form.
You are the captain. Captain's armband.
I'm captain for this hour. For this hour, I am the captain. On the hour, every hour, it passes on.
So who's next captain?
No, that's my choice. But my choice is always the lovely ladies. So,
What are your names? Where are you all from?
Well, see, when it comes to names, that's an interesting question. We all have our everyday names and we all have our flame names. Most of which are not repeatable.
Yours is.
Amazing. Is your flame name repeatable? We're streaming live on YouTube. Do you reckon it's acceptable for that?
My flame name is Hickey.
Hickey, that's acceptable. Okay, so you're going to be captain next. Just talk to me here. Talk to me what's going to happen in here in about an hour and 10 minutes time. What are you expecting?
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun from you and a win.
And a win. That's what we'd like very much.
It's clutching at straws, isn't it? When it comes to New Zealand, it's going to be a tough one.
It's a tough one, but we've got to set the bar for next year. So hopefully this time next year we'll be celebrating a lot.
Were you flame heads when England beat New Zealand here 2 years ago?
Absolutely. Yeah. Can I just say, can I give your brother Ryland a mention on whatever side you do?
From X Factor. He's watching, Ryland. Thanks for watching. Right, flameheads, enjoy it. Thank you very much. See you later. Ralph, let's go. Okay, let's go and have a wander down here because we are expecting, as I said, the All Blacks coach. Won't go too close to that. So, over in the QBE International stand there, we've got our own band, the QBE brass band, who are fantastic. You can see absolute characters in there. There's about 10 or 15 of them. And what we've been doing as well on Twitter, so it's QBErugby, you can follow us on Twitter. We've been asking you guys in the build-up to this game which song you want for when the teams arrive. That was out the window because England arrived 5 minutes before time. We will hopefully get that for when New Zealand are here and come out of their coaches. Here they are actually, that New Zealand team. We'll tell you what, let's take you through the New Zealand team as well while we're here, as they make their way into Twickenham. A little bit later than England, about half an hour in between the two teams. So that New Zealand team for you. At fullback, Israel Dag. Ben Smith is on the wing with Conrad Smith at outside centre. Sonny Ball Williams, what a day for him as well. WBA heavyweight boxing champion. He can do pretty much everything. He's at inside centre with Julian Surveyor, the man to watch on the wing as well. Aaron Cruden, no Dan Carter today, so Cruden starts at fly half with Aaron Smith at scrum half, and then the forwards, Wyatt Crockett, one of the props, Dane Coles at hooker, Owen Franks the other prop, Brodie Rettling is second row alongside Sam Whitelock with Jerome Kano, the huge figure of Jerome Kano at second row alongside Jerome Kano, flanker alongside Richie McCaw, back to captain the All Blacks with Kieran Reid as number 8. So there we go, the All Blacks arrived at Twickenham 22 minutes past 1. They make their way into the away dressing room, and we talk about that record, don't we, for the All Blacks recently. 39 test matches since the World Cup back in 2011, and out of those 39 tests they've lost just twice. Recently to South Africa, as we know about in the Rugby Championship, and before that, as we mentioned before, and as the Flameheads reminded us a few minutes ago, they beaten by England here in that famous win. We remember it, don't we? Dean Ashton. I'll tell you what, Raoul, come and run around this way with me. So over to the left there, you can see this big priority tent, which is O2's sort of pre-match build-up, which they do over there. Lots of wine bars all around us, and Raoul, I don't think we had a look at that. If you just turn around, you can see that Guinness bar, which is absolutely rammed because it's been drizzling. There's a lot of people taking shelter. Let's wander through here. Gents, can we have a little chat? We're streaming live on YouTube, so behave yourselves. You look like loose head.
Certainly am, so yeah.
That's a good guess, isn't it?
Yeah, well done. Either one.
What's your name? Where are you from?
Pete, Essex.
Essex. So, Pete, what are you feeling now? Hour till kickoff, a little bit nervous?
Very excited. Obviously, the heart is saying England. Head is kind of saying that it's really, really close, but hoping for England to win.
Were you here for the last one, 2012?
I was here, yeah. It was great. The manner, all the boys, and it was a great game, and I'm hoping for the same sort of result, bit of a shock. And if we can just get McCaw to kind of behave himself and not be a cheating little person, then we'll be all right.
On the subject of Richie McCaw, do you think he is the greatest player to have ever played the game? Is
Richie
that too
McCaw,
much?
you know, when he was younger, he was rocked to bed with real rocks, etc. And you know, he's a great lad. So he's one of the best flankers and rugby players there's been. But he is a cheating person.
Why do you think that? Without getting into too deeply, I mean, but he's a fantastic player.
He's a fantastic player, but he lives, you know, as all the good players do. He kind of lives on the edge, and he plays the ref, he plays the crowd. And he plays the rules very, very closely. And he's a very clever player. Don't get me wrong, if he was English, I'd love him to bits. But he's not, so I don't.
I was reading about Jeremy Guscott's comments before this game, and he was talking about where it's going to be won and lost, and he thinks it's all about the line-out and a successful line-out for England today. Do you think he's got a point, or is it a bit deeper than that?
Well, Jeremy Guscott, obviously the prince of centres, but he is exactly that. He's a centre. And it's important to realise that backs don't really know forward play.
Coming from Mr. Loosehead himself.
Yeah. So, I think the better commentaries come from people like, I mean, some great comments from Sean Fitzpatrick, as mentioning that scrummage is very important today. Line-out is important. It's going to be interesting to see how we get on with that launch break. Atwood's a big old lump, and he is that. He's a big old lump to get up and get down. So it'll be interesting to see how we get on.
Launchbury is a big loss, do you think, for England today?
Of course he is. He's him and Courtney Laws are both, you know, going to be vital when it comes to a World Cup campaign.
What's your club team, by the way?
Western Rugby Club.
To support Premiership Club?
Maroon and Gold. You know, like a lot of rugby lads, I'll go and watch anyone. If you're going to pin me down, I'd say I'm a Saracens man, but I'll go and watch anyone, really.
Cool. These your mates over here?
Yeah,
he's definitely not a loose head prop. We'll have a chat with you. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Rick. I'm from Essex as well, mate.
Okay. Well, we're just talking to your pal over there about England this afternoon.
Yep.
Where do you think it's going to be won and lost out there?
It'll definitely be on the pitch.
No, I hope so.
I think we'll win it on the pitch, if I'm honest.
In all seriousness, in terms of...
I was serious.
You're deadly serious,
Yeah.
on the pitch. Okay. What have you got there? You're building a snake?
We're building a snake. Yeah.
You've got a long way to go.
Can you help me?
I can. We're going to find you some more bottles over here to build a snake with. In fact, here we go. Look at these chaps. Hoods up.
How's it going?
It's not even raining.
It's a bit cold though.
You're not used to this weather, no?
Not quite, no. It's a bit cold.
You've just seen your team arrive over there. Did you get close?
Yeah,
Any good look?
right up there.
How do they look?
Yeah, awesome. Ready to go, ready to win.
Have you come over from New Zealand, or are you just in London?
We're living here. This guy's from Australia, but we dressed him up in Kiwi supporters, so
Wow.
he's ready to go.
What's his name? What's your name?
Chris, how you going?
How on earth have you been dressed up in an all-black kit?
You know, the little brother was playing today, so we may as well go watch him play, you know?
Guys, we've been talking a lot about there's so many stars in that all-black side. Is it getting a little bit stale at all? I mean, it was such a massive run, and then obviously what happened with South Africa. Do you think it could be coming to an end, this dominance, or not?
No.
I knew I was going to get that answer.
Are you kidding, or is that a joke?
Why? Tell me why that you can sort of push forward onto the World Cup.
Have you heard of a guy called Sonny Bill Williams?
I have. Tell me about him, because he's an absolute machine. As one of the flame heads comes and camps next to you.
Google and that'll explain all, I reckon.
But tell me about Sonny Bill Williams. He's a massive star back in New Zealand. I mean, he's a star around the world, but the guy seems to turn his hand to anything he wants.
Yeah, powerhouse, obviously from league as well, but main thing I think that's backing all the way and that's going to get them through is he's from Waikato, so Chief, so he's going to do it.
So that's a thumbs up. But he's still WBA heavyweight champion. I mean, the guy could go back to boxing. He's a machine. I see some pictures of him when he was about 11 or 12. He was a rake. I don't know what he's been
He can do what he wants. Just look at the guy. Like, how can you argue? Like?
Here's one for you. You a Kiwi fan?
He's our mate.
Black
No,
fan?
look at him. Look at him.
I'm with him.
All right, we'll talk to you in a second. In terms of Julian Surveyor, do you think he's better in terms of stats than Lomu was?
It's hard
Because he's still got a long time to go, isn't he? Could he go down as a great like Lomu?
He's a freak, so yeah, who knows?
He's a freak.
He's a freak, yeah.
Your friend's a freak here because he's mixed in with all the
Yeah, we
All
dragged
Black
him
fans
along.
as well.
It's a bit embarrassing.
What's your name? What's your
John.
John. But you're supporting England, obviously, today, yeah. Okay, but you're sat all amongst each other, yeah.
I'm a Kiwi supporter, so.
Any animosity when New Zealand sort of thump England in this first QBE? You're confident for an England win?
He's got a black shirt underneath, just in case.
Were you guys here in December 2012? Sorry to bring you down back.
I was here.
You were, this guy was. We haven't spoken to. Look at this. What a fine figure of a man.
I was here and it was amazing. Yes.
What are your memories of that day?
Carnage, drunken debauchery.
Do you remember any of the rugby?
I remember the 3 tries that I saw in the corner below me, yes. I do.
Oh, now we've woken him up. So your little pint of Guinness before, fake sleeve on. When you get the captain's armband, do you, from the Flamehead suit?
I joined the Flameheads in May this year.
And what's the journey been like? Tell me.
Naked.
It's been hot.
It's very naked.
Right, Raoul, come and wander this way.
Okay, cool. Who are you here with? Max. Okay.
Okay, let's just take you to the teams again if you're just joining us here as we wander around Twickenham. Let's start with the England team, shall we? And just a reminder then, we'll go through the backs first. Mike Brown is at full-back today. What an afternoon for Samesa Rokodaguni. We mentioned a little bit earlier, on the front lines in Afghanistan, having a tank. I mean, if that's not going to prepare you for anything here, I don't know what will, but he will be on the front line against the All Blacks very, very shortly. An hour to go until kickoff here at Twickenham in that first QBE International against New Zealand. Remember, we've got plenty of games to come as well. We've got South Africa next week, followed by Samoa, and then with Australia at the end of November. Brad Barrett, Carl Eastman just looking down here, Johnny Mayo and Farrell, Danny Kerr, and in the forwards, what a lineup in that front row. Probably a first choice front row for Stuart Lancaster, Joe Marler, Dylan Hartley, David Wilson. Big afternoon for Dave Atwood as well. His wife gave birth, his fiancée gave birth on Tuesday to a little girl. He's in at second row alongside Courtney Laws, Tom Wood, Captain Chris Robshaw and Billy Vunipola playing number 8 this afternoon. So we are the eyes and ears, your eyes and ears, streaming live on YouTube here for QBE to give you a good idea of what happens around Twickenham on a match day. If you have been here before, you'll know what we're talking about. There's a lot of drunken people at 1:30 on a Saturday afternoon. There's a few sober people as well. The Flameheads have played a big part. Lots of people dressed up, fancy dress. Lots of people taking on a bit of food before they get in there. And there's a few nervous faces as well, because out of all the internationals, I think this is the one that England aren't to win, really. But who knows? December 2012, they've done it before. They could do it all over again. So Raoul, our expert cameraman, is going to help me push through all these England fans and All Black fans here. Just pointed out the bandstand up there before. We've got our own QBE brass band playing this afternoon. We'll get a look at them later. Some real characters in there, sunglasses on, even though there's no sunshine to be seen around here whatsoever. We're going to have a chat with some fans, shall we? Should we interrupt these lot? Should we interrupt them? Excuse me, sir. We come to surprise you. Hello. I didn't even ask you if we could speak to you, but like a nice friendly chat. England fans?
Of
course. What's your name?
Andrew.
Where are you from?
Norwich.
Norwich. You come all the way up from Norwich today for it?
We came down to Guildford last night. Okay. Got a place in Guildford as well, so.
A few beers before, getting warmed up.
Just the one.
What's the emotion? Nerves, excitement?
Nervous anticipation. We came here 2 years ago when England beat New Zealand, so we're good if they can do it again.
Does it feel similar to the sort of pre-match that day or not?
I think there's a bit more expectation. 2 years ago, everyone thought if we lost by less than 20 points, it'd be like winning. Whereas today, I think we're all hoping we can beat them again.
You think they could do it today?
I don't know if they can, but we're all hoping they can.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of that team, how close do you think, in this first QBE International, how close do you think Stuart Lancaster is to that first team in the first game of the World Cup?
We've got some injuries concerns, so it's an interesting team. So it'll be good to see how they play.
Any names that aren't in the squad that you think should be there? I mean, Danny Cipriani, is that someone you'd like to see in there?
I think it's still a bit early for Cipriani. I don't see Foden in the squad again.
Well, apart from that, he's 80-90% there.
In terms of what's available,
yeah. Okay, let's have a chat with some of your friends. This man looks like a character here.
Is he?
What's your name, sir?
My name's Pete.
Pete, nice to meet you. My name's Will. You enjoying your Guinness?
Oh yes, I am. Thank you.
Good. Are you doing Movember, by the way?
No.
You're not doing it.
No, I haven't shaved it off and started again. No.
We can't
convince
convince
yourself.
we could both do Movember right now. We could do it live. We could take these side bits off. Anyway, that's for another time.
I think so.
I was just talking to your friend over there. So this afternoon, what are you expecting from an England point of view? Because when the All Blacks are in town, it doesn't get any bigger, does it?
It doesn't. It's going to be a fantastic game. If we play anywhere near the capability, we've got half a chance, I think.
This isn't me being rude. Were you playing the forwards when you used to play? No. Back. You were back.
That was a wing.
You're a wing. Okay. Let's talk about the wings. Johnny May. What do you think of Johnny May? Because he's been fantastic for Gloucester, hasn't he, recently? And probably justifies his form at club level to be in.
Indeed.
Will he be there at the World Cup? Do you think is he your starting wing?
Yeah, he's good. Can't argue with that.
And what about Ashton, if Ashton's back?
Sorry.
So you'd have May in ahead of Ashton? Yeah?
Yeah.
Can we this is your wife here? Oh, look, she's not talking to us. You can have a quick chat with us. What's your name?
Mary.
Mary, we're streaming live on YouTube. So, do you have any children?
Yes.
They could be watching right now, man.
I would hope not. Well, actually, they could be.
They could be watching.
The last time I was here, I was actually pregnant with our eldest. So
really?
Yeah, she's now 27.
When was the last time you?
It's
27 years.
Yeah.
What match was that?
It was an Ireland-England match.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. What was the score? Do you remember?
Oh,
Who
no
won?
idea.
England won.
Did England win? Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
So this is your first visit since then, 27 years on.
Yes.
Wow. And what a game to come to. You excited?
Yes. It's really in honour of his birthday because these kind of people bought us the tickets before tickets.
Very nice. What a nice present. Well, listen, have a great afternoon. Happy birthday and enjoy the game. We'll speak to you soon. Raoul, let's go wandering. Should we wander over here by the wine bar, see if we can find some sophisticated types? Not that they weren't. They were lovely. Let's go and have a chat to these guys over here.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, guys. Can we have I feel so, but I'm going to come and have a little chat. We're streaming live on YouTube here for QBE for this first hit against New Zealand. What are you England fans, yeah? What's your name? Where are you from?
Leon C in Essex.
Phil from London.
Phil from London. So you come up from Essex this afternoon, a few leisurely pints before,
Couple,
double parked.
Pay for the cups, yeah.
And you pay for the cups, okay. Right, let's talk about the rugby. So what have we got? Just under an hour to go here. It's a huge afternoon for England, isn't it, in terms of setting a precedent ahead of this World Cup?
Yeah.
If they lose this first one, it spirals all in the wrong direction with the rest of the QBE internationals, doesn't it? But if they win it, they're on a good snowball, as it were.
I don't know. I think they put too much emphasis on the result in the QBE internationals. I think there's kind of games, there's the Six Nations going into a World Cup year. It's kind of how you play and how the team comes together rather than the result for me. But we will still win.
And I mean, last year, because I was here for the game here, and perhaps a little bit flattering in terms of the score, because New Zealand weren't at last year, but it was a lot closer than the scoreline. What do England have to do to get back to that December 2012 performance today?
Back to the 2012 performance. I mean, look, the only thing that England need to do at the moment is actually keep going forward. They've come leaps and bounds. They're back in the World Cup. If we can get our backs firing in the same way that the Kiwis are, then I think we're going to be able to set a precedent where we can win the World Cup.
Who are the scary backs England have got at the moment then?
Well, the scary backs have all been injured, haven't they? So I don't think we've got any scary backs at all now.
Is Billy 12 Trees the man anymore to have been in with him? I mean, he knows who his best midfield are, for example.
No, I don't think he's got a clue at the moment, and that's why he's experimenting and having a look at everything he's got. I mean, the one England does have at the moment, which they haven't had for years, is strength and depth. I mean, you know, in the old days when you had the Wilkinsons, if Wilkinson was injured and then came back after several weeks of layoff, he'll be straight first team. You know, someone like Carr, he's come back and he's on England point, got 4, 5 we can put into the position.
Is that a good thing, or is it just everyone gets a chance?
Of course, you're going to have injuries. We've got injuries now. To see how the English team actually line up with so many injuries. We've already been written off by the pundits, right, in terms of winning this game, saying our backs can face, our pack can face up to them, but our backs can't. If they can actually come through this game with a little bit of confidence and they can actually give a performance, then you can show that through the depth that we have, we can actually win this. And the World Cup is going to be a whole number of players who can actually make the...
Should we get rid of Will Greenwood, get rid of Matt Dawson? We don't need that. Just one final question. In terms of that World Cup, we talk about the World Cup, the final being here, 2015. Could this be the final in New Zealand, do you think?
Maybe. There's an Australian sitting there a bit down at the moment, and I don't think they like it, and they got a fair amount of time to pick it up, and the curse of kind of New Zealand at the World Cup may come through, and I think there's probably 4 or 5 sides that you put in that mix, not just those 2.
And final word from you, out of these 4 QBE nationals, you could pick a team that England would definitely beat. Who would it be? In Australia, Samoa out.
Who they'd definitely beat?
Who you would like to them to definitely?
Have to be Australia. I mean,
take a defeat today and then beat Australia.
I mean, Australia. I can't. I've got too many too many Aussies that I work with, and the arrogance of those people is unbelievable. I mean, look, I love my friends, but they take far too much comfort in beating England. I love to see them die. On a rugby.
Metaphorically. Lads, have a great game. Enjoy it. Wow, let's have a look at this. We don't need the main man. Our own version, our own version. Good afternoon, and how are you?
Hi.
Yeah? What's your name?
Greg.
What have you got there, Greg? Is that a fishing rod?
Fishing rod with a line. I'm from Wales.
Are you trying to upstage the main? Well, you can stay with us for a couple of minutes. Where are you from? Wales.
Wales.
Whereabouts?
On the west coast, Barmouth, on the west coast.
And the brass band plays in the background. So you seem pretty confident. You're waving this flag around. There's a few All Blacks fans looking at you. You must be in good spirits. Do you think England can turn in a performance today?
So, but it's a tough game for them, and I think this is now we've got to work out for next year where we've got to be. And I think today is about that. We're not there yet, but we're on our way.
Let's hope so. There we are. St George's Cross high in the sky. We'll let you have a little listen to some of the brass band for now, shall we? Brass band here at Twickenham as we count down to kick-off. 45 minutes to go. What is it? Coming up to quarter to 2 here. They're trying to run away from us, all these All Black fans. Guys, you just seen the team come in there.
Yeah.
About, what, 10 minutes ago. How did you think they looked when they came in? They look so cool and calm, don't they?
We've got no worries at all with this English outfit, I don't think. You know, so much experience, so much composure. It's in the bag, mate.
So much experience, so much composure, so much beard as well.
Yeah,
look,
mate,
between us. I mean,
no.
I mean, you talk about the stars in that team. Who excites you the most when you come and watch them live?
Mate, I'm looking forward to seeing how Sonny Bill goes. You know, it's a massive call from Tansy. Putting Sonny Bill in there, it's going to be a big thing. I think it's quite obvious we're going to go direct, and I think it's that'll be the making of us. You know, whether we can get over the gain line and really do the damage there, and if we do it, you know.
I mean, he's a powerhouse, though, isn't he? And his forte, I guess, is that offload. He'll take a shoulder barge, offloads on. What's his? Good luck. There we are. Good luck for the England fans. I think that was sarcastic. What's his reputation like back in New Zealand? Because he's a bit divisive, isn't he?
Mate, if you're good enough to do everything, why don't you do it? Like, there's no. We look up to him. He's a role model. He can do whatever he wants. I think.
Great boxer.
Great boxer. You know. Yeah. We'll see him up against Joseph, eh? But no, looking forward to seeing Julian Savia crossing first. He got a bit of money on the dude, so good luck, Julian.
Well, they scored early, didn't they, last year? In terms of Surveyor, though, I asked a couple of the All Blacks boys before, do you think he can be remembered as a Lomu? He's still got a lot of time on his side.
Yeah.
He does, mate, but he's no Jonah, mate. You know? He's no Jonah. I mean, we all know.
The modern day Jonah.
Yeah, he's a modern day Jonah, and the way the game's progressed, yeah, maybe you can consider him as a bit of a Jonah, but Lomu was a freak. You know? he was
freak. Everyone uses that word. All the Kiwis use that. I like that. He's a freak. He's a freak. In terms of the build-up then here, what do you make of it at Twickenham? Have you been before?
I've only been here. I've only been to the Rugby Sevens here, which is always a good outing. But I actually only got a ticket an hour ago from these guys, so I've run out from East London.
So you didn't know him before?
No, I do.
Oh,
now,
right.
One of my best pros, but honestly,
now he's your best pro.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's going to be a hell of a test match, and we're all very excited. So
cool. We'll go and enjoy your fish and chips.
Cheers,
We'll see you later on. Take it easy, guys. We're out. Let's go wandering. What can we see here? What can we see? Let's see how far we can wander through. I'll tell you what, we just bumped straight into you. What a coincidence. And are you starting a bit of Movember there, sir, in the middle?
It's just a natural look.
That's the natural, natural look, yeah. You look, that is, I like it, I like it. 8 days in, that's going to look fantastic. Another 20 days. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully it goes in at the sides.
I've got the same problem. That's a stretch, isn't it?
That's on TV, right?
That was a cheap dig, though. Do you want to get it back quickly? Anything suitable?
There's plenty of time to get it back. Plenty of time.
All England fans, yeah? Why are you hiding behind me? You're not camera shy.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. Yeah.
Come on. You'll be fine. England today, then. Fancy it or not?
I do. I really do. I fancy it. I think it's going to be tight, I think, but I reckon by 3. That's my prediction. That's what I put a bet on anyway. England by 3.
Yeah. England by 3. You go along with
England by 3.
In terms of the performance they've got to put in ahead of this World Cup, 4 huge QBE internationals, aren't they, really, when you look at them? And finishing it off with Australia, South Africa, Samoa, you'd imagine they give people a bit of a chance in that one as well. But people still trying to nail down a place because there are no real certainties, are there, ahead of the World Cup?
No, but you need to play the big teams as a warm-up for the World Cup, can't you? You can't go around playing second-rate teams. You need the best to be the best. And if we can do that before the World Cup, then we're in contention.
Today is the only time I think that it doesn't really, performance-wise, I'm not to bother. If we win today, I think that will just set up a little marker for the rest. If we win today, even if it's scrappy, if we win, and play well the other 3 games, then it'll just to show everyone else what we're about. Do you know what I mean? So I think today's just a win, and then the others more for performance. So to beat the All Blacks, everyone's just gonna know that you beat the All Blacks. They're not gonna worry about the game. Do you know what I mean? Even if we win 3-0 and a scrappy little thing, it's just winning. I think today.
We do a little Dermot O'Leary spin round here to this chair. You've been quiet.
I'm staying out of the way.
Yeah, well, I got you. We're nestling real tight here. Keep warm. It's cold out there. Is that
he's getting me back now.
Is that alive?
It is. Yeah.
You got that off Liam Gallagher, yeah?
Liam Gallagher.
Listen, talk to me. In terms of here, this setup in the West Fan Village, it's unique, isn't it, compared to other grounds? And the thing about it, what's so different to when you go to football grounds and so on, even to other rugby grounds, you got all the All Blacks fans in here. They all take a bit of banter, don't they? They give it and take it.
Definitely. You can give banter there, and they give banter back. So yeah, it's good atmosphere all around. Yeah.
In the words of Richard Keys, it was just banter. Lads, enjoy the game. We're going to wander through. We're going to wander through. Rouse, we go right through the middle of it and keep growing that attach. I like it. I love it. Just seen a whole load of drinks being given. You can look over to our left there. People queuing up for essentially. Thank you. I had a man swap suits to me earlier. He was like a size 4 chest, so for a Guinness here. It's a massive Guinness in the background, the inflatable one there. Lots of drink going down the gullets before kickoff. We're going to stay with you for about another 10 or 15 minutes. Just building up outside Twickenham. You can hear our very own QBE brass band over to our left there. Line 4. I'll tell you what, let's have a little listen. we opened up a can of worms there. Everyone getting a few drinks in before the big kickoff, hiding underneath the Guinness stand away from the rain. Let's go and have a chat to a couple of people through here. Raoul, squeeze through here with me. Chaps, how are we? How are you, sir? That's a mighty fine hat you're wearing there. I do love it. What's your name? Where are you from? Where are you from?
James from London.
James from London. What's your name, pal?
Andrew from Guildford.
Andrew from Guildford. So
and
we're streaming.
My father-in-law is a Kiwi.
Oh wow!
So we've got a bit of
he just did a conflict. I like this dynamic. I like it. He did a little South Park shuffle out the way to get away from the.
I saw that.
Yeah. We won't talk to you then. We'll just read his body language.
He's nervous. That's what it is.
He's nervous. No, he has every right to be. So we're here for QBE. We're streaming live on YouTube here. A little bit of a chat before kickoff. How are you feeling? You look pretty confident.
Well, I think our inside centre is only 9 inches shorter and 4 stone lighter than theirs. So we've got.
Is that going to be a problem?
We've got it in the bag. No. He'll just duck and weave. He'll duck and weave.
That is a fascinating dynamic, isn't it? A matchup between Eastman and Sonny Ball Williams, because if it was in a boxing ring, which he's been in many times before, he would batter it, wouldn't he?
And no, that's true, but I think with the little skill and the nippiness, he'll be all over him and it will be fine.
And Carl Eastman's from the north.
I heard Will Greenwood talking about that. He said he's a little northern nugget or something like that. But, I guess if you match them all up though in the backs, in terms of size, New Zealand are going to win that. But England have got to play their own stuff, haven't they?
Yeah, I think in the backs, I think they've got us. I think up front we might have the edge in the front 5, but we're underdogs, no doubt. The All Blacks should win this.
Well, hopefully it rains.
Yeah.
The rain comes down, it turns into a forward battle. You never know.
It has been spitting, isn't it, up and down. Out of these 4, just finally, out of these 4 QBE internationals, how many England are going to win?
Well, I think they will beat Australia and they'll beat Samoa.
Yeah, lose against New Zealand, lose against South Africa. Will you take that?
No.
Half and half?
Possibly.
Yeah. This is your dad, isn't it?
It's my father-in-law.
Father-in-law.
Yeah.
Just give us a thumbs up if it's going to be a New Zealand win, or a thumbs down. Oh, he's done it already. Let's enjoy the game, yeah? Look at this. That's the youngest All Blacks fan I've seen outside of Twickenham. What's your name, buddy? Jack. Jack?
Norwich.
Norwich? Oh, I was expecting Canterbury or Auckland. But are you supporting New Zealand today?
Both.
Both. Okay, that's very democratic. I like that. So, what would be the perfect score today?
England 25, New Zealand 20. I'd say.
So England just to win it, but New Zealand to have a good game. I like that. Dad, yeah, you go along with that?
Yeah, as long as an exciting match.
Why have you dressed your son up as an All Blacks fan?
Well, do you know what? We went into the club shop and he saw the All Black top.
Pretty smart kid, to be fair.
Yeah. So what can I say? It's his birthday present. So
is it your birthday today? When was your birthday?
It's coming in December the 8th.
December the 8th. So you got an early birthday present. England flag. I like it. So you're mixed. You've got your options covered. I like it. Jack, you have a great birthday. Dad, who's going to win this then today?
I think England have got it. I think this is going to be their real test before the World Cup, and I think they're going to be fired up for it. So, yeah, England to win.
Good stuff. Well, listen, enjoy it, and have a good birthday, yeah? Cheers, Jack. Cheers. This man has a GoPro attached to his chest. Let's go and talk to him. Excuse me. So he's got a GoPro attached to his chest and a beer in his hand. Excuse me, sir. How are you? You're filming us and we're filming you.
I will film you.
Okay, get that on. Okay, so we're streaming live on YouTube and you're streaming live from your chest here. You're double parked as well.
Yes, yeah.
So,
I'm ready for the game.
Would it be appropriate to make this man down a beer on TV? I'm not.
No, because that's his.
Oh, it's his beer. Okay, we won't make him do that.
Yeah, I'll have to buy him another.
First of 4 QBE internationals. Excited?
Really?
You coming to all of them or just this one?
At the minute, just this one. We're off to Millennium Stadium next week. Nice. See Wales and Fuji, so it's not going to be as good a game.
Nice.
But looking forward to it.
So I think you meant Fiji, not Fuji, didn't you? Not the camera. You're not trying to sell us some sort of camera software.
Yeah.
In terms of Fiji, what an afternoon for Semesa Rokodaguni. I mean, he can't believe he's in this sort of scenario, can he?
Well, hopefully he's going to perform. Show us. We've got a few new lads today as well.
In terms of where that environment he's come from, completely. You're not trying to relate the two, but when he's That sort of environment, this won't intimidate him, will it?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Driving
you
tanks.
might even join in with a hacker, you never know.
Can I ask you, why have you got a camera in your chest?
Just, you know, just for the experience. We brought one last year to the same game, and the footage was amazing.
Yeah.
So just capture it all again.
Just leave it
the
on.
atmosphere. Yeah, leave it on. Just capture the fans, everything.
I think your battery's gone. Is it the red light's gone?
No, that's you being recorded.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Right. See you later. Enjoy.
Take care.
Give that man his drink back. So we were doing a prize competition as well, and we were going to hopefully speak to a couple of the competition winners because they want tickets to go in. That BMW is still up for grabs. That's nothing to do with us though. And we're going to wander down, Tom, this way, aren't we? Over here. Over here, over here, over here. Keep coming, keep coming. Don't be shy. Nice barbers, chaps. Looking good. Smart bunch of lads. I'll tell you what, while you're there, let's have a chat. What's your name?
Philip.
Philip?
Justin.
Philip and Justin. Two of the smartest guys I've seen at Twickenham so far.
You chatted it up?
No, no. That's for another time. So, excited about this afternoon? What
Really
are you expecting
excited.
from an England performance?
I'm just hoping that we can keep pace with the All Blacks. I think it's going to be hopefully be a really tight game. But to be honest, I don't know loads about rugby.
Yeah, that's why he's laughing at you. So we'll ask him and see how much you know.
No. I got a free ticket. So
Oh, you got a free ticket? Right, we're going to take your tickets off you and give them to people who actually know them.
Yeah.
No, but enjoy the afternoon. You enjoying this sort of setup out here?
Love it. It's absolutely fantastic.
Couple of beers, brass band in the background.
Great atmosphere. Yeah. It's all good. So
Right,
enjoy
enjoy.
that we don't know more technical.
That wasn't
stuff.
awkward at all. We're just going to shuffle this way and pretend that didn't happen. I'm joking. Enjoy the game.
Thank you.
Look at this man over here. This is the sexiest man I've seen at Twickenham so far. I nearly fall over a Guinness can. Wow, sir. Congratulations.
There you go.
It's very strong. What's your name?
Hamish.
Hamish.
Hamish, yeah.
That's a very typical
Very,
Kiwi
very
name, isn't
Kiwi
it?
name, yeah, for a Scots.
Good.
Yeah.
What's the equivalent in England to Hamish? James?
John or James. I think it's James, yeah.
John or James,
Yeah.
okay.
James, yeah.
That was a good guess. You're dangling your scarf in your beer, so
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
shit, sorry about that.
Do you wear this to all the games?
Yeah.
What are you basing this on? What's this sort of style? I like it. What's the sort of?
Oh, mate,
Where's your motivation here?
It's about the sport, you know. It's a good game when it happens on the field, but you've got to be proud, don't you? You've got to have your country. You've got to have it behind you.
There's no hiding for you, is there? When you walk from the station, when you're up, you must get some stick on. Good stick though.
It's actually it's bloody good because there's no. This is the best place in the world to come to a rugby game. It really is. You can't beat it.
Better than Eden Park?
Yeah. Seriously, yeah. I'm a Kiwi and it's better than Eden Park. Yeah. You come to the Stoop. It's one of those places where you just sit there and you go, you know what? This is the home of rugby. This is where it all starts. You know, okay, maybe not historically, but that's where it comes from. England rugby. Yeah. Who wins? I don't know. I really don't know. But
you guys are so dominant at the moment. And I was speaking to a couple of the New Zealand fans earlier. We were talking about that dominance going forward to the World Cup. Obviously, in this QBE International, you're expected to win it. But is that dominance coming to an end with what South Africa did, with what England did a couple of years ago? It was only a little blip.
I'd like to think a little bit because the thing with New Zealand is we lose one, we come back strong. Okay, and I know it sounds arrogant, but we come back and we just sit there and go, you know what? We learn from it, we grow from it. And today, I can't even call today's game, mate. I can't.
You had a huge start, didn't you, here last season? Really early start, early try. And I guess that's what you need again, isn't it, to shut England up?
No, see, it was the other way. I think New Zealand needs to have the first point scored against them, and then we come back. If we score first, it's like, okay, we sit back. Score against us, it's like, hang on, mate. No, that's not going to happen. Let's give it some.
So you've come, there's quite a few of you here, aren't there? They've all run out of the way. They're not dressed like you.
We've got Tracy who's English, Craig's South African, okay? We've got Wayne who's English, we've got Ava who is Slovakian, Katka who's Slovakian.
Does she have a clue what's going on here?
They love it, they love the sport. They love the sport. Yes. It is about the sport.
And the pulled pork buns that she's offering you. Take a bite out of that for us. There we go. Let's see Hamish take a bite out of that.
My mouth's on that.
Come on, Hamish. You have this pressure now.
Yeah, but we're seeing a bunch of all around the world, and it's fantastic. It is fantastic. No.
The shot of you. That's it. Yeah. That's all we wanted to see. Hey, maybe the game.
I'm gonna love it.
Enjoy it.
Whoever wins, it's about the sport.
It is, and I hope your is an enjoyable one.
I love it. Loving it.
Easy. See you later. Thank you, Tracy. Enjoy that. And I'll tell you what, just as we approach 2 o'clock, we'll take a little walk down here because this is where this team buses arrived. England about an hour and 5 minutes ago. The All Blacks team came in about half an hour after them, and then they made that journey into the stadium here, where right now, with half an hour until kickoff, the dressing rooms, they'll be ready to get out there, do a couple of warm-ups, and then it'll really hit them. 85,000 people will be rammed into those seats. Hello, sir. How are you? England fan, obviously.
Clearly.
Yeah. What's your name? And you won a prize?
I did.
From QBE?
I did.
Have you got your ticket on you?
Well, I've got it on here.
Okay.
I've got it in the flesh.
Ah, so you haven't got it yet?
Not yet.
Are you nervous that you haven't got it yet?
No, I trust QBE will deliver the goods.
They will deliver the goods. That's what QBE do. So you won a couple. What was the competition?
It was for a holiday.
Yeah.
And it was to another country that's really hot. And I can't remember the name.
What did you have to do? What was it?
I had to answer a few questions.
Yeah.
To
remember any of them?
To find out what kind of person I'm in regards to risks that I would take. Am I a person that's a gambler or somebody who's quite cautious in decisions that I make? And I turned out to be someone who's pretty much of a gambler, a risk taker, yeah.
But you won it, which is good.
Of course I did.
Have you been doing the decision breakdown on there as well?
Well, I could lie and say yes, but actually I haven't.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
This is what we're doing as well. We've got a lot of these tablets going around the stadium where we're doing the QBE decision breakdown, which sort of works out what kind of decision maker you are. I've already got you sussed out already because you make a decision like that, I imagine.
I'm a bit of a bull in a china shop guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you play rugby? You've got a bit of size on you?
No, actually, I'm an ex-professional footballer.
Okay.
At
What's
a
your
rugby
name?
match. Vauxhall.
So, first name?
That is my first name, Vauxhall.
Surname?
Jermaine.
Okay. Who did you play for?
Played for loads of sides. I didn't really want to say on camera. People start Googling me. But no, I didn't have an illustrious career.
Okay.
I was a bit of a journeyman.
Yeah.
Played for Stockport County when I was probably about 12 years ago.
Decent level then, yeah.
Oh yeah, I made it pro, only just. But I was a player who had a lot of heart. I'd header a brick if you threw it in the air. That kind of player. I used to play with Ricky Lambert, who's now at Liverpool in England.
Yeah.
He was both in the reserves at Stockport.
Very nice. So you won just one ticket today?
Well, I'd like to hope I've won two. Because otherwise I'm going on my own, aren't I?
Who are you going with today?
I'll probably take my son with me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, listen, it was great to meet you. Enjoy the game.
We'll do so.
QBE competition winner. Enjoy it. So yeah, QBErugby.com is where you can enter to win those tickets for these QBE internationals. Remember, we've got next week a huge game, isn't it, against South Africa. We've got Samoa to come the following week and ending at the end of November with that match against Australia behind those doors where kickoff is 25 minutes away. We're going to leave you there, but you get an idea. We are, as I say, your eyes and your ears in around this West Fan village. Gives you a pretty decent idea of all the build-up to this game, the characters you get around here, the competition winners. There's a couple of ex-pros walking around, guys who played for England who were too drunk to come and have a chat to us. So if you are knocking around next time, come and grab us, come and have a chat with us, and we'll see you soon. And listen, enjoy this game, and we'll see you next week ahead of that big game against South Africa. Enjoy it.